us to level up. It's time to level up. Here we go. So one of the things I really, keep doing these classes, and thank you all for you guys' support. Like, I really appreciate the love and the messages I get. You guys can send that over right to Urielriley at gmail.com. Send any of those messages. I really appreciate the feedback. One thing I was thinking about leveling up and was trying to, we're doing the winner's mind frame and capturing that. One of the major thought processes that I wanted to get across to you guys that's going to allow you to level up deals with listening. And it's about listening to our energy. So many times we see people out and they say something. I mean, you hear it all the time with 45 who just say something. And you're like, did they think about that before they said that? Well, that's a part of being aware, as we've already talked about, and leveling up. Awareness is always going to level you up. It's what level of awareness you have. Okay. And some of the times when I'm walking, I can actually see that something, a crack, or maybe something is imperfect about the sidewalk. Hey. And I'm like, wow, let's walk over it or on top of it, But it's about that awareness that I actually saw that. You think so many times people step in things that they aren't aware of. And then they're like, what's that smell? And, they step somewhere and not paying attention. So it's about the level of awareness that we have. We want to have the same thing, especially when we're talking about the sounds, talking about our voice and resonating with people. We want to be very aware of what we are saying, that what we are speaking. Okay? A lot of people are not aware of it, and then they keep wondering why they stay in the same cycle. And if you think about it, leveling up is about doing new things. It's about trying different things. That's going to enable you to get better. Hi. Thank you guys for watching. So what are we speaking? What are we saying? What are the things that are we speaking in existence? Drama? Are we speaking into existence harshness? So, there's a phenomena that I talk about with people when we have this discussion, and it's about being aware of what we are letting into our ears. What are we seeing? For instance, you could read or let's say you can hear a song on the radio, right? And they could be talking about doing this and trapping this, and this person got, died from this, and this person is doing this drug. But those are just words. Remember, our words only have power if we believe in them, if we give them that power, right? So in being aware of what we're listening to, we could just be hearing it. But then when you see it, when you see the video, when you see the movie, okay, of what they're actually saying, and you can put two and two together, then you really get a grasp of the energy that is being spiraled. Okay. And to spiral up, we have to be speaking life. We have to be speaking of good things. And this class is all about level up. You have plenty of bad stuff out there you can go to. But this is about, our spiritual ascension. This is about us being better people being a good judge of character, helping, So we want to speak life. We want things to spiral up. We have enough things spiraling negatively down. So when leveling up, we want to be conscious and aware of what we are listening to, what we are speaking to. We have to be a little bit more. That's how you're going to level up and get out of those cycles. People keep saying, oh man, I'm having this problem with this problem, and they're complaining about this and that. You're giving it that energy. You're giving it that power. Me and my dad had a discussion, was talking about the other day, and he was telling me, just go out there and do stuff. You see the world and you go do it. And he was like, I saw that something was dirty in the place he's living, and he went over there and did something about it. He didn't just sit there and gossip and complain about it. Next thing you know, the person that was in charge got a promotion and sent somewhere else. Why? He leveled up just by having my dad help him and clean the place up. But that's progressive thinking, and that's what we're about, being progressive. So you can't just keep complaining and thinking things are going to get better. You need to do less of the complaining, what you're speaking. Be aware how much you're gossiping, talking about what someone else is doing instead of focusing on your job. We already had a class on this, right? How do you win? How do you win and level up? By doing what is your job. What's taking care of what's important now. That's how we win. That's how we level up. So we have to have a better awareness of what we are letting into our lives. That energy, if people just come in your inbox, in your DMs, and they're like, oh, you shouldn't do this, or you should do that, or you use this wrong, or people start picking on, oh, you didn't spell this right. We know what that energy is. You know what that energy is. Now we need to pick up on it. We need to be aware of it. If we have a friend that always is speaking down or thinks they know everything, every time you tell them something, they say, I know. Every time you even suggest, what naturally you're going to probably stop giving them advice. Right? That's probably what's going to happen. And that's because they aren't aware that you realize that energy is coming out. Okay? We want to make relationships and friendships and families better and stronger, not tear them apart. Okay, that's leveling down, that's spiraling a whole different energy. So let's be more aware of the energy we're spiraling. It's just going to continue to make us progressive, better about ourselves and how the world sees us. Remember, we learned in the last class that our voice is so important to let people know about our self-image. And our self-image reflects our voice. Okay? So if we're around a lot of rowdy stuff, you can expect rowdy things to happen. If you see someone that's in a peaceful setting, you can expect that they are in a state of at least balance with themselves. And when someone's trying to take you out to peace, they just come into your inbox or call you or send you a mean text message. Let's recognize that energy and just know that they're probably mad at themselves. Okay? Thank you so much for joining me, man. If you guys have any questions, please let them be known. Send them to urielriley@gmail.com. Peace. And remember, keep leveling up.